Okay, I'm really excited about this video because this is a video that I watched beforehand, before I had my baby and while I was making my registry and everything. And I'm going to tell you my pros and cons of the Snuggle Me Organic and the Dock-A-Tot. And I have a sleeping child on me. Okay, let's just get right into it. So, first I'm going to be talking about the Snuggle Me Organic. It comes in this little travel case. I'm going to put how much it costs right here because I can't remember. And my phone is over there. So I'm just going to keep recording and I'll add it to the screen. Okay, so this is a really nice travel case and I really like it. The presentation is very great. Here is the Snuggle Me. I'm sure you've seen it before. It is like a donut pillow all the way around, and then there is an empty section in the center right here without padding. So like all right here in the center is no pad, and then all around the edges there is this like rounded cushion. And it is so cozy and this is so soft. Those are some of my pros. Another pro, this is how you wash it. You just take this cover off and throw it in the wash and that's it. It's so stretchy. It's literally so soft. Like, I want to sleep with it as my pillow. Let me pull up the little card that talks about it a little bit. So, they have 3 different kinds of the Snuggle Me. They have the regular, an organic, and then like one that's a different kind. So, they say that this is good up until 6 months. It is handcrafted in the USA and it's a family-owned business. So, like, I think that that's so cool. Like, no matter what, always support your small family businesses. So let's see, it says it's uniquely designed to fit baby's head, torso with their legs draped over the bottom at the end. At first they will be able to sit all the way in the Snuggle Me and the center sling. So as they grow, they will fill out the center sling and their legs will begin to drape over the bottom end of the lounger. Okay, let's just get into like using it. So I had the Snuggle Me before I had the Dock-A-Tot. And it's cozy. It's really nice. He took a few naps in it. It was cute for pictures and stuff. Like, it's just really nice and white. You know, like pictures in the middle of it, they're cute. My son has like minor reflux, and so he spit up a lot more than he does now when he was first born. And one of my first experiences with this was that when he was in it and he was on the couch and I was sitting right next to him, before he had like any control over his head, he spit up and he couldn't turn his head and it started choking him. And so ever since then I was scarred by it. And then I used it a little bit when he was a little bit older and he had more head control and so he could move it. But a lot of people use these overnight for sleep. No judgment. You do whatever you want with your child. Everyone gets to choose what they want to do with their child. It just freaked me out a lot. I had a lot of like anxiety over his sleep and just like keeping him safe at night. And so if this told me not to put it in the crib or bassinet, like, I didn't. It freaked me out. So the uses that you can use for this, for me, I used it to lounge him in on the couch sometimes. But still I was freaked out by him not being able to turn his head. And you can use it to take pictures in. Here's a big factor of, like, a big negative factor with this. There is no padding in the center, so like you literally can only lay them on like soft surfaces. And like, I don't know, like when they're this age and they're like about to turn over or anything, you can't like leave them on the couch. You want to like leave them like on a cushioned spot on the floor. And this has no cushion. Like, you want to be able to like bring this in the bathroom and lay it down so that you could like take a shower while they're right next to you, like when you're taking a shower or taking a bath, you know what I mean? Like, it has no cushion, so you can only use it on like soft surfaces. And like, I only have carpet upstairs in like my hallway, and so like anywhere else I'd have to bring some type of like padding to put him in. I don't know, like, it just wasn't very versatile. Like, if you can't use it when they're sleeping and you are scared to use it on the couch, like, where do you use it? So that's my take on it. And it's super cozy, and maybe your baby likes it more than my baby liked it. So those are like my pros and cons of it. So now let's get to the Dock-A-Tot. So, okay, so this is the Carrera marble pattern for the Dock-A-Tot. and it's the deluxe size, and so it is $195. So it's a little bit more expensive. Here are my pros. Padding around the edges, like very similar but just a little bit wider. Oh, also I feel like it's a very important thing to say that my baby was 9 pounds 11 ounces when he was born, so he's very large, and this fit him much better than the Snuggle Me, because the Snuggle Me is a little bit more narrow and he's always been wide and chunky and big. So I like the pillow all the way around. Here's the kicker. The padding on the bottom is so nice because you can use it everywhere in your house. Like, I have wood floors downstairs, so I can lay him right down next to me while I'm doing dishes and he's right there looking at me, and I can lay this right next to the shower and give him a little rattle, and he's cushioned, his head isn't on like a hard surface. This feels safer to me because there's no loose fabric, so I let him nap in this. He can turn his head from side to side if he spits up. Yeah, it's a breathable fabric. It's not too hot, you know, like this is like a little bit more like a blanket, and then this is more of just like a mattress. Down here there's a clip that extends so their legs can come out when they get longer, and my son like literally needed this open at like 6 weeks, so I like that. There's just a little bit more room for him to grow in it, and this is a little bit more money, but like there's way more uses for it, and to me it just seems like it lasts longer, like you could use it for longer, and so those are my pros. I did actually use this in the bassinet for a little bit because he was like rolling around at night and slipping. We had the Halo bassinet, so I used it for like probably a week, and then I took it out because again I get freaked out by, they say don't use it in a crib or bassinet. I'm not going to, but I was like desperate to not have him roll around. So yeah, I felt safer using this in his crib than I did using the Snuggle Me, just because of the loose fabric and everything I talked about. Okay, so my cons with this. It's a pretty big task to wash it. You have to unzip all around this tubing, and then to put it back in you have to like use both hands and all that stuff, and you have to, let's see, and then I always hang dry mine. So if you're using it like for sleep and naps and stuff, like you have to set aside like a solid amount of time in order to get it dry for you to like use it again for the next sleep. Let's see, the care, it says wash with similar colors, wash it inside a garment bag, hang it to dry, and so yeah, so you gotta like put aside some time to let it dry. But once my son wakes up, I'm gonna take some clips of him laying in them so that you can see what they look like. I don't know how much he weighs right now, like well over like 17 pounds, and he's very tall for his age, so I'll show you what he looks like in them. Okay, here's Oliver in the Dock-A-Tot. Yeah, he wants to be held right now, so this isn't gonna last very long. Hi! So see how it's just a little bit wider for him? And like he's so tall, so like if these were buckled, it'd be right here, so they unbuckle, and then his little legs can come out. Are you comfy? Oh, okay, he wants to be held so bad. Okay, and here he is in the Snuggle Me. So see how there's not like much room for his head, and then his shoulders are scooped up because he's so wide for it, and then his legs do hang off over the side. Okay, you're all done. You're all done. You did so good. 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 Goo. Say hi. 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 Okay, so after you've seen what he looks like in them, and hopefully like the things that I've talked about help you make your decision on what to buy, one last thing. So if you come to the conclusion that neither of these like really meet the needs that you have, I would recommend looking into the Boppy Lounger, because I use that so much, and I almost use it more than I use these things. So just look that up, and I hope you have a great day, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for watching. If you're pregnant, I hope your pregnancy is going really good. If you're gonna adopt a little baby, I hope your adoption is going really good. And if you have your little baby and they're like newborn, then just stick through it. The first 3 months are the hardest, and then you get into your own little rhythm. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Have a good day. Bye!